Hello, it's Robbie Susan Chandler from RobbieSusansCardsandCrafts.com, coming to you today with a card, a Christmas card this time. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Quincy, Florida that's right outside Tallahassee, Florida. The card I would like to show you today is one made with the Handcrafted Element Dies, and this is the card we'll be making. So let me see if I can uncomplicate what you might think is a complicated card, but it's really not. So let's get started. Alright, our base is thick white, or thick basic white. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and we just fold this in half. This is our card base. Now the next layer might be a surprise to you, and it is this piece, which you're wondering where did that come from. And this piece I cut, actually it's about 4 1/4 by 5.5, but I trimmed a little bit off to make it 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. But what it is, it's these card bases that are in our catalog. They're called Brush Gold, right here, Brush Gold Cards and Envelopes. See if you can see that. And they're also shown on page 34. It's one of those, to me, kind of well hidden, wonderful surprise things. And it's right here in the crease. See where they've made this card with it. But I decided that I didn't want to waste the back of these, so I cut it in half. I just cut mine in half. So I have 2 card fronts instead of just one card. I just really felt like this was a waste to put that pretty piece on the back of a card. So I cut the card base in half, and this is the piece that I put on the front. Now these cards also come with these beautiful envelopes, so that's a bonus too. It comes with 20 cards and 20 envelopes, but by the time I cut them in half I end up with 40 cards and 20 envelopes, so you'll just have to use some other envelopes for the others. Alright, our next layer is this gold foil, and it's 4 inches by 5 1/4. Now what I did with this piece, I used my Darling Detailed Dies, and I laid that on the edge like this. Just got an even border all around. And then I took my Handcrafted Elements die, and I used the one that's the Ornament, which is this one right here, and I laid them inside here like this and ran it through my Big Shot. And that way I didn't waste my foil. It cuts the center out. You end up, here's the edge, and then these 2 pieces come right out of the middle. So this die actually cuts the inside out, and you end up with this border piece. Okay, let's move on. So after I cut that piece, which is this one, I then embossed it with the Snowflake Sky embossing folder, and it gave me this pretty snowflake look on my card front. Now this is one of our 3D embossing folders, so to run this through your Big Shot or your cut and emboss machine, you will need our gray plate. You don't use any of the clear plates, you just use our platform number 1 and the gray plate, and you'll get this look. So then I adhered this to my card front, and it basically covers up the whole card front. Now I have my border cut, so I just adhered it here to the front of my card, and then the ornament, you just put a little glue right here and here, and just glue those 2 together. You'll get your little ornament here. And I put some dimensionals on the back, and well, I can stick it down on this one. So just pull these off. Now you do have to be careful when you put your dimensionals on this ornament, because there are some holes there that your dimensional will show through. See what I'm talking about here? So you have to watch this area right there and just make sure you put your dimensionals high and low. So we'll just pop that on right here. Alright, and I have another one, I've already done that too. So I have 2 now. And then I tied a bow with our gold satin edge ribbon. And I put a few little glue dots on it. And let's just stick that down right here. Alright. So there we have our card front. Isn't that beautiful? And look how quick and easy that was. Now, here's the inside. I didn't show that to you earlier. And that stamp set is Stars at Night. And here is your wishing you the best and brightest holiday season. And I put these stars down here, and this little cluster of stars I put up here in this corner. Now remember, when you use your Versamark to stamp your stamps with, use your embossing buddy first so your gold won't stick everywhere. And then I used gold embossing powder to give this more of a formal look. I felt like with the front being all gold and embossed that the inside needed to be too. So here's your card, and I told you this would be an uncomplicated this card for you, and it really wasn't hard at all. So I hope you like this card. Maybe you'll give it a try. I have a link below for a free tutorial. Also a link to all the supplies that I used, and a link to my blog also. So please like my video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And I would love to be your demonstrator if you don't have one. And until next time, happy crafting.